Former Chrisley Knows best star Savannah Chrisley has shocked fans by disrespecting her grandfather. Her dad, Todd Chrisley, is already over her and her behavior. So, what has she done to her grandpa, and can she come back from it? Keep reading for more details. Over the last few years, Savannah Chrisley has made waves by becoming a prison reform activist. After her parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, were sentenced to a total of 19 years behind bars, Savannah's life changed. She was now the guardian of her two younger siblings, plus she was determined to get her parents released. Savannah campaigned and worked with whomever she needed to in order to get what she wanted. After 2.5 years, Todd and Julie were pardoned by President Trump and have since returned home. At the same time, Savannah and her family were filming a new reality series, which wrapped up before the pardon. Cameras went back up to watch the reunion of Todd, Julie, and their whole clan. This is to be real and raw, unlike their previous shows, which were lighthearted and comedic. In a clip from Back to Reality, Savannah is having dinner with her brother, Chase, friends, and their grandparents. They want to know how the pardon was going, but she is remaining tight-lipped. Her grandpa soon asks Savannah what they can do to help her along the way. She slyly looks at him and says that this question could have been asked 2.5 years. Savannah Chrisley also states that she will stay quiet when asked about that. Fans saw how rude she was toward her grandfather, who just wanted to be there for her. They immediately called her out for being cold and cruel, something her father has done. He has referred to her as Griselda, and was tired of living under the same roof with his daughter. She has shared that she will be moving out ASAP after fans saw how Savannah Chrisley snapped at her grandpa. Fans and followers were not happy with her behavior. They could not believe how she spoke to him, and that she got away with it. Moreover, they believed she needed to show some respect, something she clearly lacked. Some did agree with Savannah and felt that some members of her family could have jumped in sooner. However, they did not in the way she needed, but that is no need to be rude. What do you think of Savannah Chrisley disrespecting her grandfather? And was she over the line? Let us know and watch the premiere of Back to Reality September 1st on Lifetime. Family dramas in the public eye are nothing new, but when they involve the Chrisley family, the intensity seems to rise tenfold. Known for their glamorous lifestyle, sharp wit, and messy entanglements, the Chrisleys have been America's guilty pleasure family for years. Yet, fans were recently left stunned after Savannah Chrisley's actions sparked accusations of disrespect toward her beloved grandfather, creating a storm of debate across social media and gossip outlets. What seemed like a simple family disagreement soon snowballed into one of the most shocking controversies surrounding Savannah, threatening to fracture the Chrisley image of Southern charm and close-knit bonds. The Chrisley legacy of family pride. The Chrisleys have built an empire not just on real estate or television ratings, but on the image of being a strong family united against the world. Todd Chrisley, the patriarch, crafted this brand carefully, using humor, discipline, and tradition as cornerstones of their public persona. Within this framework, family elders, especially grandparents, were positioned as untouchable pillars of respect. To fans, Savannah Chrisley embodied that same pride. She was the glamorous daughter who embraced her role as the family's rising star, managing businesses, podcasts, and public appearances. Yet beneath the polished exterior, tension has always bubbled under the surface, especially when it comes to generational clashes. The incident that sparked outraged drama unfolded during a family gathering that, by all accounts, was supposed to be a celebratory event. Fans piecing together accounts from social media posts, insider leaks, and subtle comments noticed something unusual. Savannah appeared dismissive toward her grandfather, who had long been regarded as a soft-spoken figure of wisdom within the family. She reportedly rolled her eyes when he attempted to share his opinion, brushed off his contributions to a conversation, and later made remarks online that seemed to undermine his authority. These actions may have seemed small to outsiders, but to loyal Chrisley followers who hold family respect sacred, they amounted to a shocking breach of tradition. Fans react with fury. The fallout was swift and brutal. Social media platforms exploded with criticism, with longtime fans expressing heartbreak that Savannah could publicly disrespect her grandfather. For many, it was not just about one incident, it symbolized a shift in values, a disregard for Southern traditions, and a painful departure from the Chrisley's original appeal. Some argue that Savannah, caught up in the pressures of fame and independence, had grown too detached from the roots that once grounded her. Others felt she was simply being misunderstood, and that her comments and body language were taken out of context. Regardless, the narrative of Savannah disrespecting her grandfather took on a life of its own, spreading across entertainment blogs and tabloids like wildfire. The Chrisley family divide. What made matters worse was the apparent lack of immediate defense from other family members. Usually, when public controversies erupt, the Chrisleys rally together. This time, silence echoed louder than words. The absence of solidarity fueled speculation that deeper rifts existed behind the scenes. Some sources suggested that Savannah's independence had already created tension. Her role as caretaker for her younger siblings, her outspoken views on her podcast, and her attempts to branch out of her father's shadow may have widened the generational gap. Her grandfather, steeped in tradition and conservative values, might have clashed with Savannah's modern approach to family and career. The lack of reconciliation, at least publicly, left fans wondering if the family was quietly crumbling under pressure. The cultural weight of respect. To understand why fans reacted so strongly, one must consider the cultural significance of respect for elders in Southern families. Grandparents are seen as guiding lights, keepers of family history, and figures whose wisdom transcends time. Disrespecting them is not just a personal slight. It is a symbolic rejection of heritage. Savannah's perceived actions were therefore interpreted as a betrayal, not just of one man, but of a legacy. It struck a nerve with viewers who admired the Chrisleys for embodying values of loyalty, tradition, and familial honor. Savannah's silence. Perhaps the most surprising element was Savannah's decision not to immediately address the controversy. Her social media remained active, but instead of clarifying or apologizing, she continued posting about her podcast, beauty ventures, and lifestyle updates. This silence was interpreted in multiple ways. Critics saw it as arrogance, a refusal to acknowledge her misstep. Supporters viewed it as strategic patience, giving the storm time to pass rather than feeding the fire. In either case, her lack of acknowledgement prolonged the debate and allowed speculation to dominate. The role of fame and pressure behind the glamorous Instagram posts and television appearances. Savannah has faced enormous pressure. With her parents embroiled in legal challenges, she stepped into a leadership role within the family, becoming both sister and guardian to her younger siblings. This responsibility, coupled with her career ambitions, may have intensified her stress levels, leaving little room for the patience expected in delicate family interactions. Fans sympathetic to her plight argue that the incident with her grandfather was less about disrespect and more about exhaustion. Still, the optics of the moment, and the lack of explanation afterward, cemented a narrative that continues to haunt her. Media amplification. As with all Chrisley scandals, the media played a significant role in magnifying the controversy. Entertainment outlets seized upon the story, framing it as the ultimate betrayal of family values. Headlines blared about Savannah's alleged disrespect, drawing readers into dramatic retellings of the family clash. This amplification ensured that even those who hadn't witnessed the incident directly were now forming opinions. In the world of reality TV and social media, perception often outweighs fact, and Savannah became the subject of a narrative she may or may not have intended to create. What it means for the Chrisley brand. For years, the Chrisley brand has thrived on balancing humor with heartfelt family bonds. But scandals like this threaten to erode that foundation. If Savannah is seen as detached from the very values that once made the family famous, fans may begin to turn away. Yet controversy can also fuel renewed interest. The intrigue surrounding Savannah's alleged disrespect has reignited discussions about the Chrisleys, keeping them relevant in an entertainment landscape where attention spans are fleeting. The family's ability to transform crises into opportunities has long been one of their survival tactics. Dottons feel personally invested in the Chrisleys. Years of reality TV and social media have created the illusion of intimacy, making viewers feel like extended family. Seeing Savannah allegedly disrespect her grandfather felt personal, as though it violated the bond fans themselves shared with the family. This emotional investment makes it harder for controversies to fade. Each incident becomes part of a larger narrative that shapes how fans view the Chrisleys, their values, and their authenticity.